Okay, now you go.
Hey, we're Oxford Pride. I'm Brock, the co-vice president.
I'm Amberly, the treasurer.
And I'm Kendall, the other co-vice president.
And I'm Bree, the president.
And this is Oxford's version of the It Gets Better video campaign.
The It Gets Better video campaign is a nationally recognized video campaign that works to spread awareness of LGBT issues and bullying, especially in LGBT youth. So we're trying to prevent things like suicide and bullying in schools.
In this video, you see all types of people around campus, including faculty, students, and staff.
Enjoy. I guess my story kind of is, in high school, my life really was just kind of, I guess it just wasn't fun. I mean, I came out early in my freshman year, and it was kind of this whole big, like, fiasco or whatever, because, you know, I had to be afraid because of my parents and because of, like, people who could find out, who shouldn't have found out, and that kind of stuff, and, you know, so I had all that to get through freshman year, but then, basically, the next 4 years of my high school life consisted of me being single, or me being broken up with consistently, or being called a faggot on a daily basis.
Just some of the qualities that I had about myself weren't as like masculine as, you know, my friends, and I got talked about a lot for it. I got teased when I was younger. I got called faggot and just a bunch of discriminatory terms and derogative names. It hurt, and to know that I didn't even know what I was doing wrong, but it felt, you know, like I was just, because I was different, they felt like they had the right to talk about me and make my life at school harder than it already had to be. But luckily I had friends that after that situation, they, you know, came and consoled me, and they made me feel better and told me, you know, not to worry about those people because, you know, in the end, it really didn't matter what anyone else said as long as I was comfortable with myself.
The biggest thing that I have to say is like the change that I went through from high school to college was a complete 180. It's like I started out being single and miserable and sad, and then I came to college and it was like I had all kinds of friends that I made, all kinds of cool people that I wanted to hang out with and be friends with, and I started meeting different guys, and I started like casually dating a couple of people, and it was so nice because it was so normal. Like there wasn't any kind of like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, like I'm so excited. It was just two people, you know, coming together and going on a date, just like anybody else.
I came out to my parents this past weekend. My dad was very accepting, and my mom is going the route of choosing to ignore it, and it doesn't exist. But I realized that everything gets better in the end. I have a wonderful girlfriend who loves me and will support me no matter what. And it gets better.
So basically, I grew up in a world where I was taught almost on a daily basis that being homosexual was a sin, and that anybody who was homosexual was going to hell. And I believed this, like, thoroughly, and as much as you could believe in something. And I remember being deeply confused and trying to figure out the emotions that were going on inside of me and trying to figure out who I was. Because in my head, I thought God had made some type of mistake, there was something wrong with me.
I grew up in a very religious family, and since I was very young, I was taught that being gay was a sin, and it was just really bad, that God didn't like it. So I grew up with that mentality and that idea. In high school and middle school, I had a few gay friends, and I knew them and I liked them, and that was okay, but I could never reconcile the Christian part with the gay part.
When I was 15 years old, I tried to commit suicide. I came really close, actually, and the only thing that stopped me was thinking about my little sister and how much she needed me in her life. And honestly, it's one of the best decisions that I've ever made to stop.
My junior year, I went to a program, and I met, one of our mentors was gay, and he was one of the most committed, awesome Christians I had ever met. And so that really taught me that being gay has nothing to do with a sin or with something that's undesirable. That's something that we make up just to shun people. I think love is good, and it can never be bad. It can never be a bad thing. And love is never the wrong answer.
Today, things have gotten so much better. In college, I truly got to be myself. And it's one of the things I value most about myself, is that I can truly say that I am who I am, truly and honestly. And now I have a girlfriend for a year, and I love her, and things are just amazing. My family came around, and I can honestly say it gets better.
And I've been sort of an advocate for gay people because I've heard stories and their experiences, and it really hurts me that we can be so close-minded even in today's society. So I just wanted to say, todo se mejora.
I know that when I got here, I was this dorky little feminist activist who, you know, just didn't think anyone else cared about the kinds of things that I cared about. And going through Oxford and meeting people both online and at the school, it got so much incredibly better. You know, I actually met people who cared about the things I cared about here in Pride and in other clubs on campus, and just talking to people. And people who actually, you know, took my ideas seriously, which was insane and cool and continues to amaze me when it happens. And I've met some of the brightest, most creative, most capable people here that I've met my entire life. And it's incredible just how much cooler it has gotten since, you know, I left high school, since I finished up freshman year, since I actually met the people who cared about the things that I cared about. So just a general message of support. I know that it gets better, and it does.
For me, the phrase, "it gets better," lacks one substantial thing, and that is that you have the power to make it better. Everything you feel like you're helpless with, whether it be being made fun of at school, or not feeling accepted in your family, or just not knowing who you are, everything, it's all your decision. You can decide how to react. You decide if you want to come out, and you decide how you want to act on your feelings toward anybody, whether you're gay, straight, bi, lesbian, genderqueer, all the other letters of the LGBTQ alphabet. And for me, that's really hopeful.
My name is Lucia Vidable, and I'm the RLC for Brenham East.
And I'm Stephen Dederick, the RLC for the JRC.
We're here to tell you,
it gets better.
We want the Oxford community to know that there's support for everyone on this campus.
We handle acts of intolerance very seriously. Although we are laughing right now, it's not a laughing matter when "I'm a faggot" is written on my door. That was like really serious. Sometimes you may feel intimidated to come to a staff or faculty member on campus with issues of your identity or anything else you might have going on in your life. But we're here to tell you that we have a supportive network of staff and faculty who want to discuss these issues with you and who want to help you through them.
We want everybody to feel supported and safe. And we don't want anyone to hesitate in coming to us with any concerns they may have. We're here to help.
The staff and faculty at Oxford are allies of everyone. We are an advocate for everyone, no matter what side you take or what your beliefs or values are. Thank you. Why? I need an ally.
It gets better.
It gets better.
So you want me to say, it gets better? Or you want me to say, it gets better?
No, you can say it gets better.
UGC and I. Hello. Are you recording? Oh, you are. It gets better.